I don't know why they've done 3-letter summaries for all of these words.
Except for Friday.
Yeah, except for Friday, where they've written Frid.
French.
Frid.
French.
Yeah, but why include 4 letters on one of them and not any of the others?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't even remember what the Friday is in French.
It's not even about words.
Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi.
Verdi. Vendredi. Verdi.
No, that's Saturday, isn't it? No, Sunday.
Saturday is Saturday.
Samedi. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi. No, vendredi.
I don't like French. Come on. I failed it at school.
You're Olivier Levasseur.
Shut up. I know. I talk from experience. I had a French mum and a French dad, and I don't speak French. It was hell.
Is that your pirate's actual backstory?
No, he captured a Spanish galley.
Because he's a French terrorist. Anyway.
I'm sorry, he captured a Portuguese
Vendredi.
flagship.
It is vendredi, because then it's Samedi
vendredi.
and dimanche.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Right, can we go?
Doesn't make any sense. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Ready Steady Play, where these two buccaneers are trying to find my treasure.
Mine.
This is very likely to be the grand finale. They've got all the information they need. They just need to finish the search.
He says that as if we are competent. I feel that it's a bit of a leap.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, having watched you guys walk around the map, look for the treasure, I realized that it is pretty difficult.
Thank you.
Especially when you've got a cunning Long John Silver like me.
And feeling less good about it. Right, my turn.
It's alright, Ollie. I believe in you. You've got this, buddy. You can do it.
Sounds
Okay,
less sincere every time
now I
he
feel
says
like when I'm going to suck, it's going to be all the worse.
No, dude. You got this.
Right. I'm going to move 6, or up to 6, and do a search. So. Yerk. Badursh. Badursh.
I feel like you're just searching areas you've already been to.
Not really. Because I'm trying to cover off the areas that didn't get included. Big search.
You have to move that a little bit because of the mountain. There you go.
Did I find it?
No. Sorry, buddy.
Damn it.
Michael's search is outrageously larger than yours. I
Yeah.
mean, it's really just rude.
Well, it's a centimetre. It's a centimetre.
You haven't used your special ability once this whole game, and Michael's used it constantly, and it's so good.
I haven't used my special ability. I used my spyglass. That's one of them.
That's one of them.
Yeah. But I haven't needed to move 12.
Yeah. Although that could come in useful
that
later.
could come in use.
Yeah,
I think more useful actually on that is that it lets you sort of like turn around the obstructions and stuff.
Yeah. Also, it's the fact that I can basically go, if I see where you're moving to, I can beat you there.
Yeah, definitely.
Although, in this particular circumstance, not likely.
Well, you could have fucked me proper by putting me in that prison, man.
Oh.
I mean, you could have done a total number on me by picking that prison. I could be shafted.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Shaft.
Here comes green. Here comes green. He's the green player.
I'll go there.
Green.
Yep.
Where's the pen?
Hip.
Green, green, green is coming to get the treasure. Green. Go get that green treasure.
Should he not have jumped to there?
Yeah.
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 And then I'll do a big search.
I can't even see its line. It's so invisible.
Yeah, and this is on the clear side of the board.
Yeah.
Can I not touch that then?
I can't see what you're talking about.
You can't
so
overlap.
no.
You can't have it running into and out of the circle.
The circle cannot be broken.
The circle cannot be. Yeah, so I guess the big search is sort of a hindrance in some respects. But to be honest, the way they make you place the treasure, it's like...
That should be alright. Like that.
But then my little X is...
Where's the X?
It's like underneath the little thing now. Is that a problem, or does it have to be in the middle circle?
Rules?
I think it can just, so long as it's inside the circle once the circle's drawn.
Okay.
But I mean, don't take my word for it. I'm not the FAQ on Treasure Island.
Okay.
There is an FAQ on Treasure Island.
There's not that I'm aware of.
Am I in there, dude?
You've not found the treasure.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
So the other thing is, I'm gonna use one of this to do a free small action.
Was that the one he gave you that you
A
needed to
free
give
small
back?
search action.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I assume that you have to actually have a model there, right?
Do I? Because Ollie did a
But
spyglass.
mine specifically says anywhere.
Oh.
I think there's a clarification in the rulebook. That would be helpful and handy, wouldn't it?
Because that's sort of like...
Perform an additional small search during your turn.
Yeah.
It doesn't say. But it
Doesn't
also
say.
doesn't say do it anywhere.
Because mine specifically says anywhere on the board.
Yeah, I assumed it just meant like you could do 2 gallops and then a small search. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You know? Or you could do like a big search and then a gallop and then a small search.
Okay.
He's not going to do it now. I even know.
It's alright, buddy. You can do it.
I even know which area he wanted to do it in. That's the sad thing.
Oh, why? I mean, I don't know. I feel like you've forgotten that I told you it wasn't in like the water.
Shh! I was keeping that from him.
Oh,
No.
sorry, dude.
No, I remembered that. I just thought you were being sneaky.
Oh, well, maybe I was.
Okay.
You'll never know. Possibly you will.
Now it's the 17th. Blackbeard's escaped.
I'm not Blackbeard. How dare you?
All right. No beard has escaped.
So rude.
No beard has escaped. Oh, actually, he has no beard.
I'm Long John Silver, and they call me Long John for a reason. Wink.
Yeah,
have the
it's
ruler?
all irony.
Yeah.
They call me Long John Silver ironically, but you know what? I'm still...
Ah! Oh, wait, that wasn't me. Screw it.
That was not you, Ollie. Wee!
That's a bad sign.
Does that help, guys?
No.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna.
Here you go, buddy.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yerk. Get the hell out of my way, you. That's. I can't say that. Get the hell out of my way.
Get out my way. Hey, if you land on the same spot as me, do we have a fight? What are the rules for combat?
You don't have a
You
gun.
lose.
You don't have a gun, and I do.
No, but I have the desperation of a man who just spent 17 days in tower.
Yeah, exactly. You got out.
2 weeks in a tower. I feel like if the treasure was there, Ollie, I would have just won already.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm basically doing that bit because it's where you're going next.
How do you know that's where I'm going?
I'm assuming.
Well, that makes an ass out of you and me, doesn't it?
Well, as long as you're an arse, I'm happy.
Your ex is so not in that circle.
Damn it.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Because you're not there, are you?
Because you haven't found the treasure. I mean, but I also feel like if this distance, I'd probably have to give it to you on the grounds that it'd be too hard to tell. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that distance can't really make... I mean...
I haven't found it, have I?
You haven't found it.
Damn it. Okay.
Michael's turn.
It's going to be there, isn't it?
How could...
It can't be there. That would be super, frustrating. I think that would have to be on the lines of, you've got a big X, it can't, you must have had it.
I've been all over that town. There are 11 taverns, 3 whorehouses, 2 private privies, and a shurigan who
May I have the ruler, please?
legitimately cheats your...
There you go, buddy.
Thank you.
There's also a prison. But it's closed.
Oh, are you just going to Jesus over that water?
No, it's got a horse.
Right, is the horse just going to Jesus over the water?
Totally.
Or are you doing a Moses?
No,
Was it
I'm
Moses
not.
who parted the Red Sea?
Yeah, Moses.
Merry Christmas.
Are you galloping?
Where's my green? Look at that.
Right in front of you.
Yep.
Man, this whole video is just going to be shots of your forehead.
Oh, good job I'm not going bald.
Wow.
Oh god, this is where I find out I am.
Viewers at home, leave a comment. Let us know. Does Michael need to see a
Hair specialist.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the name of a hair specialist.
They have a name?
I think so, don't they?
The Belgravia Clinic? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I mean like dermatologist is a skin person.
I don't think
Like-
they have a hair person. I'm pretty sure that's just a barber.
No, I'm sure it's like there's definitely a medical term for it. Leave a comment below if you're a medical hair person.
Someone. I work at the Laboratoire Garnier.
There we go.
Big circle.
Still not found it.
Circle places the big circle. Hang on.
Because he gets to go now, so he might just gallop and win.
Yeah.
Could it be? Fuck.
No!
Get back in the treasure chest, stupid coin.
No.
Damn it. No, it's definitely the treasure. Come on.
No.
Dramatic effect.
He would never
Could
give you
it
the treasure.
be the treasure
No.
for Michael?
No.
Why does he keep giving you all the help?
I have to draw the cat on my board and the crow. Fuck, damn it. I mean,
Thing is, you
only-
see, this is a bit useless because no one's used an item. You haven't given anyone an item.
Only you've used items. He hasn't given me any.
I haven't used an item.
The extra turn, was that not an item?
Yeah, it was, but he hasn't used it.
Ah.
The extra search.
There's your treasure chest.
Full of my broken dreams.
I
Look,
drew a cat and then crossed it out. Broken dreams.
it's a boulevard, I hear. Okay. What? Oh god, wait, what?
Yeah. On an empty street.
This is interesting.
That's it. The treasure's there.
Oh my god.
Oh, you sneaky... Do you know what's really annoying?
That's where I was gonna do my small search.
When I did my compass, he went, that bit and that bit were gone. So that's right outside of that compass bit. Well played, sir.
I checked it very specifically, Ali.
Well played.
Yeah.
Crush his hand.
That's where I was gonna do my small search just there. It's so,
So-
annoying.
Hang on, so the...
This way?
There.
There.
You see right next to? Yeah.
So when you said that the red player was closest, you picked him because I'd then focus on where the red guy was as opposed to where the blue guy had been.
What was it? Which one? Which way? Which one's the one where I have to talk about who's closest? Right
Well,
under your
that's
nose?
not. Well, that's lies, dude. Because it's green.
No, that was...
Yeah, but it was a
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
The red player was never closest. It was the green player who's closest.
Got you.
But I couldn't say that because he's only walked one direction.
Yeah,
And it would
yeah.
immediately give away where it was.
Yeah.
Curse.
Never mind.
What I did do was also I lied about the water, and I was hoping you would check that and then get super suspicious about water and then check all the water, but you never did. So the total like double bluff never paid off. I was like, damn it.
Long John found his treasure.
That was actually like a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. Because when I first siphoned off this part of the board at the beginning of the game, I was like, that's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
going to make it much too easy.
No.
But it did not.
Not with Team B here.
I think you give yourself too little credit. I was working really hard to give like deliberately
Misinformation.
misleading clues. Yeah. And I think if you're not careful about the placement of these, you can just give it away in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Curses.
But yeah, between the two of you, you had the sort of compasses to pretty much rule out everything.
Yeah.
I can't even... Why would you draw it in blue? That's even harder to read on that.
Yeah.
The majority of the map is blue.
I am really kicking myself because that's what my little
Yeah.
thing. Because I was like, oh, he's probably being really sneaky and put it close to where one of us is starting. And I was like, oh, and that, because it covers the line, I was like, oh, it's probably really in this, like, one of these little nooks and crannies
Well,
right next to where you
Thing
stop.
is-
I wasn't interested in having a fight about whether or not it was sort of like covered or whatever. So I was sort of like basically the rule I'd sort of made for myself was if any part of this forest falls within the search, you found it, right?
Yeah.
And the X covers this whole sort of thing.
Yeah. Because the thing is, like, if it had been in that corner, the only search you could do would be the small one. You could
Yeah.
not do a big search there.
No.
I think I'd struggle.
Well, it
using the
depends where
inside.
your guy is, right? Because
I'd have.
oh,
to.
and I wasn't doing it to. I wasn't doing it to thwart. But you could do a big search like that, and I'd give it to you. Even if your big search was like that, I'd still give it to you.
No. But what I mean is, you wouldn't think it was that close to your starting area that you would have a third of the search cover the starting area.
Because it's a waste of a search.
Crafty.
Oh, I also thought like having it sort of roughly in the middle kept my options open in terms of what prison I wind up in, and how to get there fastest. And also, I thought about putting it around the outside of the board, but then I felt like that would make it
Really easy if we had a lucky compass.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's sort of a catch-22 really because, well, I don't know. You know, I was really thinking about getting there at the end. I was like, you know, if I can't get to it from a prison, then what's the point in hiding it well at all?
Yeah. I mean, the sad thing is we even picked the right prison to put him in. It's the furthest away from it.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, that's marginally closer, I'd say.
Yeah,
That one, at least, you had to go and turn.
but when I was doing all that meticulous, well, this prison maybe had been better because I would have had to decide whether to go up here or to go down here and sort of like lead you on a merry chase around.
Yeah, but you could have gone 6 and 6.
Yeah, but if I'd gone up here, you would have known I was immediately beelining back here.
Yeah.
Because there's no treasure up here.
I would have known that because I knew that bit.
No, but there's no treasure north of this mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but well played.
Interestingly, Michael, this
Well
was
played.
also the same place I put it in the practice game.
Is it?
Yeah, which is why I didn't want to share.
He thought he had a nice place.
I thought it was a good spot.
Yeah.
So the next time when you play a game against Mike where you've got to find something, digging literally on your doorstep is a good starting move.
No, because he's double bluffed us now, so he'll put it nowhere near it.
But maybe it's a triple bluff and he's going to do it again because he knows we'll look and think he was never going to do it again because it's way too obvious and it's a waste of a first turn. But then he does it.
I don't know, but I think you have to be clever. Like, I was measuring, when I was like, the two people who've moved further and closer, like, I was measuring these 2 points.
Yeah.
Because I only wanted to say whether the blue had moved closer.
Yeah. Overall.
Yeah, or, well, I mean, it didn't really matter, I guess, but it was, like, really difficult to check which of these 2 points was closer.
Yeah, because the thing is, I could have been there and moved there, and then I've moved further away from it than that because they've moved there. It's a very ambiguous statement.
Yeah, it's not a super useful statement.
It worked very well for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn it, Hawkins. That was fun, though.
Well, we'll be back tomorrow in our final thoughts so that Michael can unload his pent-up frustration.
Can I swap
These
seats?
games frustrate me.
I feel like I'm in the blast zone.
In the blast zone. What's more frustrating is that you almost had it.
This
and
is
then
why
you
it
just
frustrates
misunderstood
me.
the rules.
Why are you
So
pulling the
frustrates
bed?
me.
Understood it correctly. You could have
I think
done
that's
it.
why, because I'm always like so close with these ones, and then it really irritates me when I don't win.
I'm so
I
annoyed.
mean, you were so close. You were right there.
I
and the
know.
treasure was here. That's so close.
I think you did that on purpose, just because it's me.
Of course you did it on purpose.
Okay, so we don't normally do final thoughts on the Christmas special, but we also usually just play games in a one-off, and then this turned into like kind of like a whole series.
Mini-series.
Yeah, well, I was
Yeah.
expecting it to be shorter and quicker than it was.
Hand me my sextant.
There's a lot of like drawing lines. I don't know how much of that I'm actually going to leave in. If the episodes are very short because I've cut out all of the line drawing, then I apologize. But does anyone do? I think we'll just sort of give like a
I'm navigating.
I feel like if we weren't filming and explaining the rules as we went, it would
would
have
have
been a
been a
lot
lot quicker.
faster. And I
Correct.
think it probably needs to be faster.
And do you know why I think it's faster? And it's probably one of the reasons why I probably like this more than things like Letters from Whitechapel and Scotland Yard and things like that, is because it makes it easier on the people doing the finding. Because it's the thing that you're trying to find is stationary.
Yeah, it didn't move.
And that is the thing that really gets me frustrated in things like Letters from Whitechapel, because it can just go on for hours and hours and hours, and you can be so tantalisingly close and you have no idea, and it just gets... You end up losing people because it goes on too long and you get bored.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, because it's on this, we could corner off zones and be like, it is not there and it never will be.
And I think what I think it does is where it makes it easier for the finders, it also makes it trickier for Long John Silver, because you then have to play. Whereas, don't get me wrong, I think there's a lot of skill in playing Jack the Ripper or Dracula, Inferior Dracula, but because you've got that element where you can run, it makes it slightly easier. You've still got to be tactical and you've still got to have a strategy in your mind. But with this, you've got to be really careful about not giving the game away, because you can literally give it away in an instant and then that's it. You've lost.
Yeah, I feel like the games sort of account for that to an extent. Like, I mean, I don't know how much
with the bluffing, you mean?
Yeah, with Fury of Dracula has Dracula moving around. But it's also got like Mina's ability that can just,
which we forgot to use,
which you never used in our playthrough, but that can just section off entire like sort of areas of the board.
Yeah,
and you can just be like, Dracula's not here or Dracula is here, you know. And so Dracula is sort of forced to move. It's also like part of, I mean, the thing is as well, like he leaves a trail, and this, because there's no trail, it's very binary. Like you found it or you haven't.
Yeah,
like in Letters of Whitechapel, you get all these clues.
But I think it's harder in Fury of Dracula, because you've not only got to find Dracula, you've got to kill the vampires before they kill you, because you can spawn vampires.
But I mean
whereas this isn't hard. It's like you've just, the hard thing is
searching the map in a way that
the map
makes sense and figuring out when you're being lied to. I like this. I like the fact that you can deliberately put those down, even when you're telling the truth, just to sow doubt. That is a good mechanic. I like that.
The double bluff on deduction.
Yeah, because once you've unlocked those. I mean, the first one you unlock on the second day, so you get to start lying.
But you don't want to. I don't think you want to use it straight away, because because I used that token here. And then here.
No, there.
And I only used it here because I knew I was going to get the next one immediately.
Yeah.
And that was because I didn't want someone to check it here and realize that this one had to be true.
Yeah.
And this one had to be true because I didn't have the bluff token anymore.
Yeah. And the thing is, you played it well because, I mean, you double bluffed on that, but we did take you...
But nobody verified it. So
no, but we did take you roughly at your word. So if you had been lying, no one verifying it meant you could have had it there. Or it could have been there.
Yeah, I guess. Or could it be here?
Well, no, it couldn't have been there because that was in the area that you zoned off on mine.
Yeah, well, that's true. But
I knew it couldn't be there. That's why I wasn't worried when he was searching up here. I knew it was empty space.
See, he didn't have your backpack like I did.
Yeah.
I'm the supportive Fred. Yeah, I think I'm sort of like. I mean, I think I wasn't bored playing Long John Silver, but I do think you kind of just have to be like.
It puts pressure on you to involve yourself because there's little you're going to.
But it's very like stop-start involved. You know, there's like sort of sections where you don't really feel like you've got a whole lot to do, and then even when you're involved, really all you're doing is saying yes, no.
Well,
deciding whether to give out this chest and deciding whether to play an event card and lie about it.
I think if you've got more players, then I think it makes it even harder for you.
Yeah, I mean,
and a lot more downtime for you as well.
Yeah, because there's more special.
Well, no, because there's actually each player has fewer turns,
but there's also more special abilities. So there's another player.
Because this board that we played on is the same as the 5-player board.
Yeah, true.
With 4 pirates, so you'd again just be jumping over each other. So you'd have 4 tokens here, and
I suppose it'd end a lot quicker.
Then
wouldn't
it'd be
yeah.
And what you'd have to do is the pirates would have to sort of pay much more attention to the information each other pirate was getting, and because you don't get to see each other's compass shit, you'd have to be paying attention a lot more to what the other pirates, where they were searching and where they were looking, and go, okay. Like, Ollie can see... Because you guys each had 50% of the available information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or rather, probably more like sort of 80% each, right? Because a lot of it was common to both of you.
Yeah.
But Ollie can look at Michael here and go, ha, Michael's in the wrong direction.
I basically went ha from when he went to there all the way around because I knew that entire section was dead. That bit was dead. And I'd started there and... going that way there had got me further away.
So I wanted to do my little search here, just as a very quick thing. But then the other thing I was like, oh, well, I wonder if he's been sneaky and put it on a little island or put it on a peninsula.
Yeah.
Because I knew this bit was all not there. So when you were searching here, I knew that was pointless.
Oh, did you actually get told that area was gone?
Yeah.
Ah, that's why you didn't care.
Yeah.
Clever. Yeah, because I knew that bit was pointless, and you knew that bit was pointless.
Yeah.
And I was like, hee 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 hee. Tee hee hee.
Evil. You.
But I feel like if four of you if there's 4 compass abilities, I guess that's kind of all offset by the fact that you're all playing against each other and sort of you don't want to all share your information.
Well, it's also the fact of you can only ever. I mean, there's one player that can use it twice, I think. Mm-hmm. So she gets the advantage in terms of extra information that's not normally given out, but. The worth of the information depends on where you are on the map.
But then he could be mean and give her the same. She could use it twice and give her the same.
I don't think you've got copies.
What are we talking about?
How many copies of these do you have?
Oh no, I only have 3 plus the number of players.
Yes,
so no, 5.
But do you have duplicates?
No, I don't think so. I think they're all unique.
So
okay,
because that's the thing. Like, if I'd used it there, for example, and he'd gone, oh, you've got.
Yes, the last player who uses it is probably going to get the best information because I'm going to have the least option about what to give them.
Yeah, but if I'd used it there and he'd given me that one, it's like, right, well, I know north from here is empty.
Yeah.
But I already knew most of that, and I know that southwest is empty, which is like the smallest.
It's like when Michael was up here and his green man used the compass. I told him I looked at it. But anyway, I think
well.
Long John Silver's role is. I mean, the decisions you make are interesting. They're involved. You have to be clever about them. There's just not many of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the treasure thing, going out whenever someone searches and thinking about what token to give them is quite good.
I didn't get any. I got 1.
You got like 1 when it didn't matter.
I got 1 when it was the side of the map that you're closest to. It isn't there.
On the other hand, I gave out 5, and I did not need to do that. I only used 2 of these treasure cards.
Yeah.
I was able to mitigate the advantage these gave you fairly effectively, I thought.
He lies like a trooper.
This decoy one is crazily good for a starting one.
Yeah.
Like, this was, I thought, actually the best hinting card I had in the whole game.
Good for us, you mean?
No, good for me.
Yeah,
because I name the one closest to the treasure, and I name the one that's furthest from the treasure. But I mean that's I don't know.
An ambiguous statement.
It depends a lot where the miniatures are, I suppose. But you don't really have, even if you verify that this is true, you still don't know what the truth was. You just know that. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know how you'd really action that information successfully
with difficulty.
Yeah,
but
yeah, some people thrive on these. I find them incredibly frustrating.
Well, I thought as a hidden movement game, I appreciated how fast it was. I liked how sort of basically straightforward it is. The pens are a little too. The board and the pens can be quite difficult to make out.
That was my one criticism. I love the interactivity. Is that even a word?
The tactile components.
Yes, I love drawing. I love marking off. I like how you have your little sheet here. Yeah, exactly.
I was disappointed we didn't get to use the caliper more than once because this is great.
I was wondering when else we use it.
But my criticism is, as particularly on the other side of the board that we did with the practice, they're so difficult to see. But that could.
I mean, yeah, the vibrant side of the board, and they've obviously recognized that because they've given you 2 sides, but even this side's quite tricky to look at.
Well, again, red and orange are the easiest ones to see. Yeah. It's just because blue, the majority colour is blue and green.
Yeah, because you've got forest or sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know how they would have got around that. The thing is, I don't think there's a good solution for it, at least not one that I can think of. Unless they make the board black and white.
Or you have different coloured people, so you have a purple and a black. No, you're black. Well, purple and I don't know.
White. Even then.
Yeah. I think actually a solution would have been to make the board black and white and the player boards in color and give everyone a black marker for their player boards.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you've got any other roll and write games like Railroad Inc. or whatever that come with black pens, you can just use those.
Yeah, true.
For your player boards. Anyway, I think that just about sums up.
Yeah, I would certainly recommend it. I can imagine a lot of people enjoying this, and a lot of people sitting down on Christmas Day and having a real good fun time with it because it doesn't take long.
We didn't get any presents.
Oh,
yeah. I'm keeping my present.
I can imagine people having a good time. It's quick. It's something that you can. Are you laughing at me?
No, I'm laughing at my present.
All right.
I got to keep.
having a good time. It's quick. You can enjoy it with a glass of sherry for grandma or
Rum.
rum.
I don't know,
As
man.
Long John Silver.
Don't give the person who has to use the calipers. Don't give them anything to drink.
No, someone could lose an eye.
Well, clearly it's a bad idea.
But yeah,
This is unscrewing.
for me personally, this is just personal taste. I recognise how good it is as a game, but for me, it's not something I would pick.
Which is fair. I mean, these kind of games very much depend on what kind of person you are and what kind of games you like. I do like the fact that this is the literal definition of a treasure hunt.
Yeah, that's true. It does capture Treasure Island and the treasure hunt very, very well.
Yeah.
The one thing is regrettable is the rule book, because I do think these kinds of games, the hidden role one versus the others, where someone has all the information, it's very important that everything is very, very well clarified. And I don't think the rulebook does a particularly good job of clarifying things.
Yeah.
Like this whole business where this card here says freshwater and lakes. Well, we have no idea what freshwater is. It doesn't mention it anywhere in the rulebook. I guess you're just supposed to know what freshwater is geographically and then assume that it's like, but where does this river stop being a river and become
part of the
seawater,
Well, it's
where's the
clearly tidal.
rule book? Where's the rule book? It might actually say.
It doesn't say.
Does it not?
No.
Because it says deep water here.
It says deep water and shallow water.
Yeah.
And lake. That's the three kinds of water.
See,
in the
that's
rulebook.
not clear then, is it?
Yeah, it's not.
I
I think that's a shame. But, it is translated from French, and the good thing about rulebooks is they can issue PDFs online and clear these things up.
Yeah.
Or FAQs.
Yeah. The one thing I'm still wondering about, these little lines down here, the little blue one and the little green one, what are they for?
Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of colored lines on the board, and I guess maybe they are in reference to certain event cards.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't come up, so I was just like, oh, what's it for? But
Cool.
yeah, it was a fun game. We didn't start a fight, which is
Good.
It's
Yeah.
traditional on Christmas Day.
Having said that,
Ah!
you cost me my present.
Sorry.
Wait a minute, I should be mad at you. You didn't give me a present.
I got to keep it. Because it's my treasure. Because I found the treasure because you guys couldn't find it.
Nearly did.
And you looked so hard. Well, we'll be back tomorrow for more adventures. Not on Treasure Island, though.
No. I'll just go to the beach. See you later.
In winter?
No, on the island.
On the island. Bye.
See you soon.